had been heartbroken once. A lot of stuff was going during that time. Like, I had family problems. I had issues with university during that time. I had issues with work. I had issues with everything. And I remember there was this, like, one girl that I met through a couple of friends. And, like, I didn't think nothing of her. Nothing, eh? But the more time, like, I kicked it with every one of them, it was, like, all goods. But this is where it gets a bit complex, eh? There was another dude at the time who we chilled with, and we were basically the same, eh? We were just, like, chilling there. But he was a part of her class, right? And I remember, like, they were drinking one time, like, after, like, a certain event. And the dude went home. I was kicking it with the chick, with some other people, and we were just driving around cracking up. And ended up the next day, I was kicking with her the whole day. We, like, went to the park, we chilled, kicked it, ate, went to the movies and shit. And, like, funny thing was that both of us knocked out in the movies, eh? But we knocked out at different parts. So we're, like, in the car after, like, trying to, like, figure out, like, try and match the pieces together of how the movie went. And I remember, like, dropped her off home, and I felt something different, eh? It's like I had never felt this way about, like, certain someone. Like, I was intrigued, eh? It wasn't love. It wasn't, like, I was intrigued by this person, eh? And I was like, you know what, G? Like, next time I see her, I'm going to say something, eh? And so, fast forward to, like, a month later, eh? They have this end of year, like, university event thing for that class. And then after that, they were going to drink up at a place, eh? And I was invited. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to invite her. I just did it, because I wasn't even a part of their class, but I did it. And I remember I was cooking dinner for my family. She called me. She was like, oh, yo, where are you? Like, we're trying to eat soon. And I was like, oh, yeah, sweet ass. And then, boom, we go there. And I went there. And I saw her, and I was like, all right, sweet, G. I'm going to say something, eh? And then during that night, the guy that was there, fuck, I just felt something different about him, eh? Like, it wasn't the same friendly vibes as it was before. It was more of a, like, oh, shit, this guy likes her, eh? And he's, like, saying something, eh? So, when I saw that, I was like, oh, fuck. Damn, I missed out and shit, eh? But I was all good with it at the time. But then as I went outside, and I started thinking about it, like, things, like, as I told before, like, things with work, uni, my family, it just all piled up. And then, like, that moment was, like, the thing that started the domino effect. And so my heart got destroyed through that. And yeah, it wasn't a good time after that. I took a lot of, like, healing and shit. But I think I came to realize after all of that, that I didn't need to put all my hopes, dreams, and prayers into someone else to make me feel better and to get out of whatever I was doing, eh? Like, almost like instant gratification type shit. I just kind of needed to, like, sort my own stuff out, stand on my own 2 feet, and be cool with myself, eh? It was just messed up, eh? Because, as I said, like, that was the thing that tipped for the domino effect, eh? So, like, at the time, even though I was, like, cut up about it, like, the domino effect just already started falling. So my relationship with my family fell through. Work fell through. University, bro, fell through. I didn't even know what I was doing, eh? So, like, I spiraled into chaos, eh? And I didn't even know how to deal with it. I was smoking. I was drinking. And at that time, I had to apply for a benefit because I couldn't find any other jobs, eh? During that time period, eh? And during that time, I was dealing with, like, a tribunal case as well for a car crash that I was a part of. And, like, I didn't have any insurance. None of us had insurance. me and the person who crashed. And so, like, it had to completely messed me up. And I think by talking to the bro, he kind of, like, made me feel like, you're not alone. The boys will always be here. But at the same time, the bros gave me space because now I understand why the bros gave me space. Like, after consoling me a bit, was because I was the one that needed to, like, get myself out of that self-pity, depressive state. And there was one ritual I always did. It was like basically a ritual to me. So I'd always wake up, or whatever time I did. Time didn't mean anything to me during that time. I'd wake up whenever. I'd put my headphones on. I'd smoke outside. And I'll just be looking, whether it's the sky and all of that. And I'll just be chilling in my mind, vaping, smoking. Sometimes I'm crying most of the time. Other times I'm just chilling. And during all those times of, like, self-reflectiveness, I came to a point where I had to stop it, where I was like, okay, this is not serving me anything. I have to do something about it. So I had to break it down, like, what I needed. So internally I had to break down, okay, what do you need? I need money. Okay, what are you going to... Okay, you need money? You need a job, right? Okay, I need a job. Like, okay, like, what job would you want? I don't want a job that, like, freaking throws me off, tucks the piss out of me, But I also want a job that can give me qualifications. So I was like, okay, I researched that shit. Okay, either entry-level jobs or trainee-level jobs. Okay, all right, sweet. So what are you going to do now? Okay, I'm going to research about them. I'm going to apply for them. And I'm going to redo my CV. I'm going to do all of that stuff. Okay, sweet. And so I started to come up with a plan during those moments of reflectiveness. And I came up with a solid proof plan. I went and did it. And through God's grace and miraculous things started to slowly fall in place. It didn't come back all at once, just like how everything just fucked up with me. It just came back at a time, and those things I had to earn. But when I did get those things, I started to be, like, more grateful about certain aspects of things. And so that's how I basically got out of it. I'd still love my son for who he wants to become and for who he wants to be. At the same time, like, his decision is something that I'll have to deal with, like, internally, Like, of course I'm going to have thoughts, like, in my head, like, like, damn, like, my father raised me to be a man. I became a man and a father to my child. And now, like, wants to veer off to a different path. Like, I can't say really much about it. I'll always love my child for who they want to become. But at the same time, I will say this, if my son wants to transition to a female, that's cool. Just don't ask for money from me. Like, like, earn that shit on your own. If you want to be a woman, you should fight along that path. You should take that journey, and you should pay for your own transition. And as long as you're happy with it, and as long as you don't regret it later, then I'm cool with the decision. But I will sit down with my son. I will talk with him about it. I'll say my thoughts and opinions, like, and if he still feels strongly about it, and he doesn't regret it, and he doesn't come to regret it later on, then I'm cool with that. Because, once that comes off, bro, you can't go back. You can't reattach that thing back on. You can't go back. You have to just live with it for the rest of your life. Live with that consequence for the rest of your life. And so, yeah, I'll just be shocked at the start, reassure my son that, okay, Is this the way you want to go? Is this the way that you see yourself for the rest of your life? If you do take that procedure, will you come to regret it? And if still wants to carry on with that, alright, sweet, pay for yourself. The Catholic and the Christian community has been around for a very, very long time. It says clearly in the Bible, anyone who is sexually immoral and all of that, that shit is not right. Whether it's adulterous or whether it's just all forms of sexual immorality, will deem yourself sinful enough to go to hell. Saying that Christian and Catholics are hypocrites, in my personal opinion, is just a projection of your own hateful, spiteful emotions towards Christian faith. If you truly do not care about whether or not you are gay or whether you are LGBTQ or any of that, then those things should not bother you. You should be able to live happy, live freely as the person you choose and want to become. The Christian faith is not going to stop you from being who you are. We're just going to tell you how our thoughts and opinions are. We're going to tell you how we feel about the subject and whether or not you feel accepted into Catholicism or Christianity in general. There's hypocrites everywhere, no matter where you go. Sure, that's actually a very good question. Nah, actually, I'm just fat as fuck because, one, I don't train as much. Two, I eat like a fuck ton. And I just never really checked myself really, for that stuff. I eat a lot. I don't train as much as I should. And that's why I'm obese. This is kind of deep to me, eh? But how many of you, may have seen the history or may have known about me as much? Because when I was in high school and when I was young, I was physically capable of many things. My mindset just wasn't good. It wasn't right. I never truly did things for myself. I never fought for myself, really. I don't think even once. Going on this thing about a journey of mental stability. Now I have to put it into physical means. If I do go train, it feels like I might be chasing a ghost there. Like I'm chasing the way I used to be. Being able to run on a treadmill for 30 minutes straight. I can still lift a lot. Probably comparable to what I did in high school. It's more of the fitness side of things and also the flexibility side of things. I want to get it back. That's what I plan for the future. Eh? And they say talented people are lazy. I was one of those talented people. Yeah, I feel kind of mixed about that. I don't want to give advice, but at the same time, I wish I knew. So it's kind of conflicting and clashing feelings about it. But sometimes I feel like if things are meant to be, they're meant to be. And there's always a time and a place for certain things. And when you get to deal with it, when it comes around to you, then yeah, you're either ready or you're not. So yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on that. Most embarrassing moments. So we went to this place for wrestling in NZ. So we went to the place. The wrestling event was pretty sick. It was unique. It was out in Onehunga. I go on the ring, we take a photo, mean photo, and then I try and roll down and roll out, but my pants get caught on something. And the initial thought was I can either just roll down with it and try and pull my pants up, but everything's gonna show, or I just pull it up to the top half and my whole ass shows. So I had to pick one of the lesser pains. And I just thought to myself, yeah, fuck, probably everyone's seen my ass, so shit, might as well just fucking pull up my pants, Don't let them see my genitalia, It's an honor. It's an honor, and it's crazy that someone of that magnitude was able to see talents within me that I didn't see in myself. And so I'm privileged, I'm honored, and it's a privilege and an honor. Yeah, just ready to hustle and grind with the bro here. I saw his values were mean, and it's something that I kind of aligned with as well. We joke around and stuff, but, you know, it's all just friendly banter. So, yeah, it's a privilege and honor to be a part of the team. I'll work hard for you.